this will just be free. You can just see that your cursor will match the themes you choose, and we're adding some more. So you can, people are really excited about the cursor. This is awesome. Yeah, people don't like the silver chrome triangle pointer, so you will be able to change your. Damn, Chad, this is the most hype. This is great.
Yes, cursor hype.
Hey, what's up, my little pandemic peaches? This is Rob from A Gay Guy Plays, and today on The Daily Grind, we're going to be chatting about everything that's releasing with the Deadlock protocol. Now, before we jump into any of that, I did want to go ahead and address the elephant in the room. As you guys could probably see, I have not posted a video here in quite some time, and that's mainly because of the fact that with the state that the world is currently in, the last thing that I want to do is like wallow in my negative feelings towards Warframe, and I don't want you to think it's like that deep, but it's more like I see what they're releasing and I'm kind of like, really? I just haven't felt super duper inspired about playing the game, and there is a part of me that wants to like egg it on and be like, okay, yeah, this is gonna be so cool, there's gonna be so great, but I have actual things that are kind of amazing going on in my life, that why would I try to drum up artificial excitement over one thing when I have actual excitement about other things? You know what I'm trying to say? So I just was like, all right, let's step away for a little bit, and hopefully something new and fun will be cultivated and will grow, and I'll be able to look around and be like, oh my god, that's so cool. And we kind of get a little bit of that with the upcoming update, which is going to be the Deadlock protocol. Now, I do believe that they said they're going to try to release this week, but most likely is going to release next week, like the first week of June. So don't be too shocked if it does not come out super duper ASAP. As you guys know, they are being affected by the pandemic as well, and there's a lot of things that have had to shift and change. As much as I'm gonna give them a free pass, but also at the same time I'm like, yo, everybody is sitting at home looking for something to play, and you are not taking advantage. I know they're doing their best, so I'm just gonna be like, all right, whatever. So let's go ahead and jump into the things that are not coming. Now, these ones are more like maybes. The first one is hard mode. We did get to see a small preview of this on the dev stream. They actually had the different like level selectors available when they were kind of going over nodes, but they said that they weren't 100% sure if it's going to be shipping with Deadlock protocol. And if I'm going to be completely honest with you, this is one of those things that I really want them to take their time with. I don't want it to just be a feature that's been tossed in with no thought about loot, with no thought about AI, with no thought about extra additional things that they could do with it, because hard mode should not just be a throwaway, it should be the next level of progression. And if hard mode is just doubling the nodes on the map and really not giving us any kind of extra benefit to them, then it's not really worth adding into the game, at least in my opinion. So put in the work, make it beautiful, wonderful, and, you know, get those rewards going, because there's no reason to put in extra effort if you're not giving us more and better and progression. The other thing that I did want to make note of is, while we are getting the Corpus ship remaster, we are not going to be getting Corpus Empyrean with them or the Command Intrinsic. That was nowhere to be seen in the dev stream whatsoever. The other thing that they're going to try to ship, but they're not 100% guaranteeing, is the first stages of PET 2.0, which is the stasis removal feature. So they're not sure, but they are pushing for it. However, do note that I said it was just the stasis removal feature, not all of PETS 2.0. PETS 2.0 was not really touched on at all during the dev stream. Another thing that they didn't quite mention was the Hydroid Deluxe or the Cahora Deluxe. So we will not be seeing those this time around, hopefully sooner than later, because we did see some really, really nice renders of the Cahora Deluxe, and it should be coming hopefully sooner than later. So let's actually jump into what is going to be included in the Deadlock protocol. First and foremost, we're going to have a new Warframe quest, and it's been a while since we've actually got a quest. Now, as we know, a lot of the Warframe quests don't actually like cover the lore of the Warframe. So I feel like this is going to be more tied into the Deadlock protocol and the lore behind the Corpus guy that was there. So that's going to be interesting to see for any of you new lore heads out there. But of course, along with it, we're going to be getting Protea. And we're going to be getting 2 alternate helms with her. And I'm going to be honest with you. Previous to this, I don't know what they did, if they made her thighs a little bit thicker, if they kind of like changed her body proportions or gave her a better stance or something, or maybe it's just one of the 2 alternate helms that are going to be shipping with her upon launch, because she kind of looks less gross now. Like, do you agree? I mean, if you guys were looking at it on the stream, because I feel like I was looking at it, I was like, she's hitting a little bit different. Not that her abilities really hit that much different. And I'm gonna be honest with you, she's one of those things that I'm excited about taking a look at, but it's more along the lines of, I want to see how she plays and see if I was wrong. Because I'm all up for DE proving me wrong, like, oh, she's actually an interesting Warframe to play. So far from what I've seen, I'm not seeing too much interesting, but we'll see what ends up going along with that. In addition, she has a custom Syndana, which they were like raving about on the dev stream, and I was like looking at it, I'm like, you're excited over this? It looks like she got a tuba, and the tuba's got little jingle bells on it. I don't know. Next up, she does have 3 weapons coming, not necessarily with her, but with the update. So the Velox is going to be her signature weapon, which is that kind of like pistol that looks like it's got like a disc attached to it. We have the Set Holo Corpus Rubin rifle. Did I say that? Stalta? God, it's the Corpus Rubin rifle, you know, the one that shoots the little bricks in. It's got the alternate fire with the explosion. And then we've got the Stropha, which is the Corpus gunblade. I don't know, is it just me? But after the recent changes to gunblades, I'm not as excited about that one. It does look super duper cool and kind of reminds me of the Detron, and maybe that's why I'm kind of vibing with it. But to me, in all honesty, I want to see how effective they are against difficult targets, because if it's just another side grade weapon, I don't care. Next up, we have Garuda Deluxe. Ooh, this is a big point of contention. I'm actually super irritated with how they handled Ash Deluxe. So I actually went ahead and reached out to them behind the scenes saying, what's going on? Ash Deluxe's metallics are untintable. So last time I checked, and keep in mind, I haven't popped into Warframe too much, and I've definitely not tried playing with Ash recently. But from what I've seen during the most recent updates, I have not seen his metallics being tintable. So please correct me in the comments if I am wrong on that. But yo, if Garuda Deluxe's metallics are untintable, I'm not interested. I put that in all caps in my notes. I was like, she looks kind of weird. She looks kind of odd. I'm not loving like the silhouette on her. But I will always sit and wait and like try coloring her myself and try different stances on her to see if I can get the vibe. However, if the metallics are untintable, pass. However, I will say that they have a Warframe skin that is very pretty that is coming with that bundle. However, if the metallics are untintable, pass. Next thing that I did want to mention before moving along is Garuda is going to be getting some claw buffs. So if you've been a big fan of not putting in any melee weapons with her, which I think is like kind of counterintuitive that they gave her a Warframe skin, but are also giving her claw buffs. It's like, I don't know how they melded that together, but that she is getting some claw buffs, so hopefully those will kind of be a little bit more effective, just in case you did want to go ahead and use them. They also said that they were going to increase the ribbon capacity, and that kind of ties into the upcoming Jackal rework. So as many of you guys have seen in previous dev streams, there is going to be this more like thematic Jackal fight, because they wanted the first boss in the game to actually have something a little bit more dramatic to it, rather than, you know, a bunch of really experienced players blowing off the legs, blowing off the head, and running into a different room because he's already dead. So they are going to be releasing that with a series of Jackal sorties, and I say that that ties in with the increased ribbon capacity because, you know, you have a chance to get more ribbons through the sorties. Now, continuing along with that, we do have the Corpus ship remaster. Now, in my opinion, I do think that the Corpus ship looks absolutely gorgeous, but I'm not going to be looking at it. I mean, I know that that sounds so like cold-hearted and cutthroat. I'm not going to be looking at the environments because I'm looking at the enemies that I need to kill and, you know, trying to keep up with the rest of the team to make sure my ass don't get left behind. So I get it. Y'all want to make things pretty. Y'all want to make things thematic. Fantastic. But that's really the least of my concerns. The thing that I'm really interested in is the whole gameplay wrinkle that is going to be found in the Corpus ship remaster, where you can earn Parnum crowns. So as you go through the new Corpus ship missions, you'll be able to like kill enemies, and one of them will drop a Parnum crown, and it will scale based on the mission. So you can get a low, medium, or high, and it'll actually grant you access to that gameplay gauntlet. At least that's the word that they were using for it, after you've beaten the Protea quest. So you do have to beat the Protea quest first, and then you'll be able to earn Protea parts, as well as the Corpus shoulder armor piece that they showed in a different dev stream. So I'm really excited about that portion of it. However, I'm curious to see what other rewards there are aside from that, because I'm sure that the people who get their hands on Protea are not going to be interested in getting Protea parts anymore. And once you get the Corpus shoulder armor piece, what else is in that gameplay wrinkle to really pull us back in, right? We need to have some good rewards that will make us want to continue to play. Now, the last little bit, because you know it's all Corpus United here, we're going to be taking a look into Fortuna, which I do need to make note, we are not getting the third orb fight with this update. We're doing Corpus, but we're not going all the way into Corpus. They're going to be releasing primary kick guns, finally, which I don't know if I'm all that excited about now. I don't think I was all that excited about them back then. But now I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. I'm really curious to see how they're going to do mastery on this, though, because the mastery is all tied to the, what are they called? The barrels, right? The different barrels that they've got. So if we've already got the mastery for the barrels, does that mean that we will get a second mastery for those barrels as well? Like, is it going to be, like, they're going to do, like, what is it called? Catch Moon primary, or, like, Catch Moon secondary, or, like, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, so I'm really curious to see what the mastery is going to be like from that. And then we're also getting the new MOA model, which is going to be the melee MOA. And I do have to admit, it's kind of cute, but I'm not going to use a MOA. Like, just my personal opinion, I'd rather, like, load in a Kavat and actually have something that's a little bit more effective. But listen, fun is fun for the rest of y'all. There are some things that I left out because it's like IKEA frame bullshit that I don't care about. Y'all saw the little comment about the cursors at the very beginning of this video. If Editing Rob did his job right, I'm just like, So really, if I'm going down the list, the only thing that I'm interested in is potentially the Garuda Deluxe, Protea, as well as the gauntlet that's going to be coming in the Corpus ship remaster. Those are really the only things that are touching base with me. Let me know what you guys are excited about in the comments below, or if you're feeling kind of like wishy-washy like I am too, or y'all just, maybe it's the pandemic getting us down. Is it the old Rona kind of wearing away at our spirit? I don't know, because elsewhere I'm having a whole lot of fun. But also let me know what else you guys have been up to during this whole pandemic thing, how you've been enriching your life, potentially outside of Warframe, or maybe even inside of Warframe. Toss that down in the comments below, and as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!